This is Joshua. I'm back with another video, finally. And remember my last one, I said it's beast hunting time. Well, here we are with Transformers Prime, Beast Hunters, Predecons Rising, Nova Blast, Bumblebee. That was kind of a mouthful, but he was released, I believe, around sometime in 2014. He was a Target exclusive, and he came out during the Predecons Rising time. So yeah, 2014. I remember. Sorry if I'm doing that. I had a little cold the other day, and I'm feeling a little better, but still, yeah. I actually remember seeing this guy at Target sometimes, but I never picked him up because at the time I had the original Bumblebee. Not this. There's a story about this guy which I'll get into, but I saw him all the time, and instead I bought Skylinks. You heard me right. I hated this figure. I'll only buy him back if I have no choice. But that's not really gonna happen, so yeah, I never liked Skylinks. Not the character, the figure. I never liked the figure. But this guy's pretty cool. He's obviously based on the Beast Hunters mold, which is based on the RID mold, which I have it on hand, which is this guy right here. And it's kind of weird. This is gonna be, like, I'm gonna have a video. I don't, actually, no, I'm gonna do this right now. These guys are, okay, this is a repaint, like, we're gonna start all over. And I'm gonna take you through the timeline of the Bumblebee RID mold. So, he came out around 2010 or 2011, obviously in the traditional Bumblebee paint job. Gun's kind of hauling there. But he got repainted with gray and yellow stripes under the name, I think it was, what was his name? Like Night Shadow Bumblebee. I think that was his name. And then he also got released like this, repainted and called Hotshot. I think he looks like Trax, but if you guys know G1, you know who Trax is. And I think Takara also did their take on him with the Micron ports. They also did him in a Terracon version, which was like black with purple stripes. And then those were all the versions of this guy. And then when Beast Hunters came out, the only characters who had really gotten changes were Optimus, who obviously got that wicked new robot mode. And then Ultra Magnus also showed up. Smokescreen got a new paint job. But everyone else stayed the same, so they had to make like jacked up versions of themselves. So that's what they came up with for Bumblebee. Doesn't quite make sense because he got a new paint job. Just give him a new paint job, but screw that, I guess. But yeah, they released this version in the traditional Bumblebee colors. They released it also as sort of a Night Shadow version. And they released this guy. So quite a bit of iteration for this Bumblebee. And I bought this one for about like $25, so not a bad deal. But it came at the cost. If you can see, I don't know how well. Let me just put the camera. Well, as you know, I'm using a phone, so there's like this gunk on the package, and I assume it was like the price tag or something because it feels like a residue a sticker would leave behind. Obviously, this box has seen better days. And when I had opened it, this whole thing was already falling off. As you can see, it's cleanly cut. Look at that. Card art is still intact. Card art looks great. But everything was just falling apart. Sorry about those cups. I was just like drinking some iced tea. But yeah, it's so weird how this came. It wasn't that great. The Beast Hunters logo in there is kind of flopping backwards. I much rather preferred it. Like, and the blister is ginormous. Look at the blister for Hotshot. Obviously very thin. I do feel that card is very tall. I don't know why they were so tall. But still, I prefer these packages more than I do like the Studio Series ones. Obviously, you know I haven't gotten any Studio Series figures because I haven't gone to Target in a while. So, I'm probably going like the next like 2 or 3 weeks. So, maybe less. You know, we'll see. Because as you guys know, I'm starting back with my cars collecting, and I'm on the look for the new cases, the 2021 singles, mainly for the next gens. But that's cars, Transformers, right? So Then look at this blister. Obviously, the card is smaller. But that blister is so wide. Look at that. Let me just put Hot Shots right there and kind of give you an idea. That blister is twice as big. And what's weird is that with Hot Shot, he's got his technical data, but Bumblebee doesn't have any. His is on the back. For some reason, this whole thing is just blank. So obviously, as you guys already know, I prefer Hot Shot's packaging. This one's, it's alright. Like, it's cool, like, with the Beast Hunters logo. It's got these embossed flames. Let's see if I could get a good look at those. Yeah, these are embossed, so it looks really nice. But, yeah, still prefer that. But, what about the figures? Well, we shall see. So, first let's take a look at the back. I know I already did a review on this guy, but I want to kind of do a comparison because he's the same mold, just jacked up. They're both intermediate level 2. So you can see, yeah, let me just pick up the camera. Intermediate level 2, intermediate level 2, that makes sense. Obviously, they're both deluxe classes. On the back, we see this, like, Transformers Prime jargon that's at the bottom here. We see, look for your favorite robots on Transformers Prime. And as I know Hotshot had a longer bio, this is one sentence. They're like, but Joshua, look at that. Isn't that a paragraph? Well, look at that. It's just multiple languages. Bumblebee carries a powerful bow with which to battle the Predecons. That's it. Hotshot had a much longer bio. I'll zoom in on that. I'm not going to read that. It's too long. But yeah, and as you can see down here, I know I already cut this, but it's all janky down here. So yeah, without further ado about rambling at the packages, let's just get these guys open. I still think that this card looks fantastic. Just look at that. You can almost see like the legs and stuff there, so that's really cool. So I'm gonna take out Hotshot. Now, funny story, I lost his gun. You guys obviously know. He has 2, but I dropped it, and now I have no idea where that thing went. So I gave him Strafe's sword. This is from Strafe's Deluxe Class from Age of Extinction. So yeah, you won't have his proper gun. We're just going to put all this back. Obviously, you guys know he comes with instructions, but I'm not even going to bother showing them because I already know how to transform these guys. Obviously, now, I never took out the instructions. I've always just kind of left them in there for these guys. What is up with this box? Now this box is just not... That is so weird. His blister is kind of weird. Okay. Now let's get on to Mr. B. Let me just pan the camera up. Just gonna loosen up these plastic latches down here. All the ropes that was holding him in. I kept these to show you guys how he was tied up. And now we will extract him. And unlike Hotshot, he's still got all his stuff. But we'll show this a little later. So I know some of the Beast Hunters instructions came with, like, stories that you could, like, stories. Like, story. Sounds so weird, but I know some of the Beast Hunters instructions came with, like, little stories. So does this one? I haven't opened this instruction yet. I do not think it comes with a story. It's a very long pamphlet, but no story. Dang it. Oh my god, no. No! You guys see that? The whole card came off. No. That's unfortunate. Obviously, like, he's a little fan now. You can probably see that in the reflection. But... dang. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. We're just gonna do our best to keep this card. That works, I guess. Ah, man, that stinks. Let's move that out of the way. So here we got Bumblebee. Looking nice. Let me just transform Hotshot real quick. Obviously, you guys, this is going to be mainly a comparison video. It's not going to be like my stock car brawl with Bobby Swift and Billy Oil Changer, because those were completely different cars and stuff. These are just remolds and repaints. Alright, so that was very fast, but there we go. So, obviously, you can tell the major differences right off the bat. We got, obviously, a new head sculpt. That actually looks really nice. The eyes kind of follow you if you look at it like that. Obviously, with Hotshot, he's got a completely different head with the little... with the little flip-down goggles. Which light pipe really well. I never got to show it, but I will now. Let me just show you guys. We're going to take it up to this light. I don't know if you guys can see that, but, oh man. So I just cut because it kind of my phone just kind of died. So, yeah, we have to, I'm not going to go re-record everything again. But you can probably see the little KindMaster logo at the top. Obviously, that's my editing software because I don't have a proper one. But yeah, we're just going to take a look at Bumblebee for now and get into the comparisons later. My, we are having a lot of cuts. So I accidentally just clicked the home button on my phone, and it kind of just took off everything. So, like I said, we are not going to re-record everything. So here he is. He has a weird feel, like a matte finish. If you don't know what a matte finish is, it's kind of just like a weird off feeling where the paint doesn't feel glossy. It feels kind of just like flat. Yeah, like up here and stuff feels flat. So does the head. It's kind of a weird feeling to describe, but as Hotshot, he had a nice feel to him. And mine has a little loose arm, so if you can see that. These guys' arms are like ratchets. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a very small ratchet. It's a very, very soft ratchet. I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, obviously you could tell notable differences right off the bat. The chest, you can see like there's room for the headlights and stuff, and the headlights are clear. Here they are just painted gray, and there's just like gap here. That's for the transformation. The legs, big difference here because we got spikes coming out the back, or along. We had these like rivets coming out back here, and we got these spikes coming out over here, and these giant blue spikes to go along with the Nova part of the name. And there's no black on him. It's got this nice like energon blue and not really. It's like purple, but not really. And it may not show up well on camera, but the purple is kind of sparkly. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Let me just focus in here. So, yeah. It's kind of it's more sparkly in person. But the purple, it's more metallic in person than it is on camera. Whoa, camera just got real blurry. What happened there? Whoa. This is turning out to be the video with the most complications. As you saw, it got real off there for a second. So, yeah, it's more humorous for you guys, but kind of a little frustrating for me, but as long as everyone's got a good laugh in the end, it's alright. But, yeah, the back also, I will do a comparison in the transformation, because there is some slight differences. Obviously, he's got now giant missiles holstered in his doors. And he's got silver for the abdomen area. Before, it was just kind of this gray plastic for Hotshot. And mine is unfortunately damaged. At the back, the waist piece kind of chipped off there. Unfortunate, but it's alright. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not great either, but... So, yeah, I actually prefer this version to this, because, like, It has a nicer feel to... This has a nicer feel. Like, I know I just said that this guy, but I kind of just changed my mind. I think this has a better feeling than this. Maybe that's recency bias, but I just think he also looks nicer too. As for articulation, same as Hotshot. You know, you got the head, you got the flapping door wings, but now he's got like rotating missile pods. So if you really wanted to, you could have some shoulder cannon action. Arms can do a full 360, and now with these, you kind of have like, you can use this to move the arms. Before you could, but yeah, actually you still could with this one, but not as much as here. Still no waist swivel. We got a ball joint here. We got a bend at the knee, and we got some kind of toe movements. It's much tighter here. He's a lot tighter than this guy. He's kind of loose. This guy's nice and solid. And as for his accessories, he comes with the same guns, but now they're in a lighter gray plastic. Here is Hotshot's one gun, sadly. Darker gray plastic. And he also comes with the bow that they mentioned on the back of the package. Doesn't that look nice? It's got the nice purple wings. Got these holsters where you can hold the missiles. Generic, they're just generic purple. So you can slide them in here. And that doesn't look bad. You can fold up the wings. Just a yellow base in the little port. And, well, actually what you could do, you can still load it in, but I'm going to close the wings. I want to show you guys something. So we're going to actually extend. We're going to extend this. And I'm going to hold the thing from here. Watch the wings. Isn't that cool? When you put it in, the wings expand. You can't close them back. And then it fires. Let me just... That's kind of lame. Let's do that again. Yeah, not too much firepower. It went underneath my hand. There it is, so... Kind of lackluster, but, you know, it's fine. I'm not really doing this for the play value. I'm just going to keep these guys on display. I'm 13, but I don't really play with my Transformers. On occasion, I'll go mess with them and transform them back and forth. But, like, stuff like MP10, I keep him on display. Although that one's more reasonable because the guy's very prone to chipping. I may actually have to get a new MP10. Like, if you guys don't know, there's, like, a knockoff of him where it's, like, a Voyager size. And I kind of want to get that. I don't know, we'll see. This year's Cars 15th anniversary, if you guys don't know. So, mainly I'll just get Cars for my birthday, but I don't know, we'll see. But, yeah. So, there's that. Obviously, he can hold it. Can hold the guns normally, like this. Looks kind of ridiculous. You can put it there. That looks kind of ridiculous. So, what I just do is you see this port in the back. Also, nice black Autobot symbol. But what I just do, I just keep it on the back. This is what I do. I keep it on the back. I adjust the back. I lift up the missile pods. Actually, hold on. I lift up the missile pods like this. I rotate it. And then I spread the wings. And in my opinion, that's when this thing looks cool. Almost jetpack-esque. That looks cool. But yeah, that's how I usually have him displayed. And you know, guns look fine in his hands. Nothing wrong with that. Look, they're nice and small, and they don't look like ridiculous like the crossbow does in his hand. Let me just put that back. So there you go. And of course, we can equip Hotshot with. We'll put his gun here, and although I don't have his gun, this sword or lance actually does look really cool on his forearm. So there you have these brothers, kind of. Like I said, I prefer this guy. I love all that weaponry, but that doesn't mean he's bad. Alrighty, so we're gonna strip him down of all these weapons. And we're gonna get into transformation. So obviously, you know, you're gonna fold this back down. And we're actually gonna start with Hotshot first, since you guys already know what he's like. I want you to pay attention. So we're gonna tab the legs together. Flip. Obviously, you know I went from car to robot. Now we're going from robot to car. So you guys can, if you guys don't know how to get him into car mode, we can watch this. So yeah, you flip up the, and then you okay, let me just demonstrate that again. And then you flip these up. Next thing you're gonna do is that you're gonna unfold this, flip out this back windshield. You're gonna use the auto morph gimmick. Mine's a little all over the place now. There we go. We're gonna flip this up on the double hinge. We're gonna make sure that the gray part is flush against the roof, and that this kind of comes up. We're gonna tab this top section into these slots in the legs. We're gonna flip up the arms, so these little tabs on his hands go right in there. And we're gonna close this door, then this God, it's kind of have a messy review today, but that will go into there. Same thing on the other side. And there you have Hotshot. We're gonna, I guess, adorn him with his stuff. So we're gonna put the gun on top, and then we're gonna load sword onto there. Ridiculous, but we're gonna have it for the sake of the video. And now onto Bumblebee. So we're gonna do the same thing, but a little differently. Mine, I think, has a quality control defect where the legs, they don't tab together, as you could see. I am going to put as much force as I can. Still separating. God. I don't want to break this thing. I really don't want to break this thing. But yeah, it's not tabbing together. So we're just going to leave them separated for now. How's that? Oh shoot, my phone's at 15%. Give me a second. Just let me charge it real quick. So let's plug that in. We are good to go. Alright, I don't know if you saw a little thing, but on my phone it just said phone charging. So next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna unfold this. But unlike with Hotshot, we're not gonna flip this up because it's one solid piece. There's no hinge, because obviously they have to make room for that port so you could put the crossbow in there. So you're gonna flip that up. We gotta make sure that the spikes are down and they're level with the wheel section. Same thing on the other side. We're gonna use the auto morph, but this time these tabs have to latch in to that slot that's revealed by the spikes. Alright, and another quality control defect, this does not want to stay down. And I'll show you how I fix that when we finish it. We're going to flip the roof just like we did with Hotshot. Now we can tab the legs together, because now they'll want to tab in. Gonna tab that in. And we're going to tab that in. Done. Okay, that was weird. My phone wasn't charging for a second. Alright, now we're going to flip up the arms just like we did with Hotshot. We're basically going to follow the same procedure now. We're going to close up the doors. Whoops, these are on tabbing. Oh no. We're going to tab these together. We're going to flip these so that these are facing back. And in order to fix that problem, obviously we're now going to tap the guns together. And we are just going to push down really hard. And there you go. Not super level, but level enough. And if you want, you can have, and then you can put it like this. We're gonna put the camera down now. And there you have Bumblebee in car mode. And he looks awesome, I must say. This vehicle mode looks amazing. Obviously not the greatest. This is why I probably should have been more careful who I bought this from, because the quality control is not that great. Yeah, as you can see, it's still wanting to split apart at the back. We're going to ignore that, because I'm mainly going to have him displayed in robot mode. So here we have Hotshot, kind of falling apart there at the bottom. Both sides, actually. But yeah, obviously, way jacked up. We got these big intakes, I guess. We got these spikes at the front. We got these spikes down here. We got these spikes over here. We got these missile pods back here. We got these spikes back here. Obviously, now you can see the spikes and the rivets over here. And we got this giant crossbow at the top. So yeah, quite a bit of modifying done to this guy. Now, rolls. I still think Hotshot actually rolls more smoothly. And a weird thing is that the arms, I forgot to mention in robot mode, because the arms were molded in, whoa, that was actually a little hard, were molded in the purple plastic. When they had to paint it yellow so it'll look nice for the car mode, it came out almost on camera, it's looking like the same shade, but in person it's more orange. If you guys have Age of Extinction Bumblebee, God, just forget the back. Just forget the back. But if you guys have Age of Extinction Bumblebee, you know he had like some two-tone paint, like some parts weren't as great because they were molded in like clear plastic like this. So that's basically what happened here. Because this was purple, you can actually, I don't know how it's coming out on camera, but you could kind of see a sliver of purple right along that stripe that's going up. It's kind of weird, but so, oh my god, this back is just irritating me. I hate this back so much. The car mode looks nicer, but this feels nicer. There's a difference between feeling nicer and looking nicer. This looks nice, but it doesn't, but it feels nice to hold. Well, it looks, how do I put it? Sorry, I'm kind of getting a little angry right now. But this thing looks nice. It's just the quality control is awful with it. This won't stay together. This is getting stuck when you try to transform it. This doesn't want to tab in. Now, of course, we know the waist broke. Whereas this guy, he's a little loose, yeah. But there's something called floor polish. If you really try hard enough, look, there. And it rolls nicer. I might actually reconsider my mind and say this looks nicer than this. Sorry, I know I'm kind of going off on a rant, but I feel like I have to express how non-happy I am with this. Like, okay, I shouldn't say non-happy because I don't want to sound ungrateful. It's just that he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. He was only 30 bucks, so I thought I was going to get a good deal, but I really didn't. He was 60, but at least it was a better deal for him. If you're wondering how I'm 60, my grandparents told me after I opened it. So, yeah. So I might actually change my mind and say this one is better. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I might actually just say this one's better. Pinstriping looks cool, and at least he's got painted taillights. He rolls better, feels nicer. It's just that tab comes undone a little bit. But other than that, he rolls nice. He feels nice. He looks nice. This is kind of, robot mode is better, but I feel vehicle mode is better for this guy. Let me know what you guys think. I know it kind of went off on a rant with him, but still, I feel like I have to express it. So yeah, now we're just going to get everyone back into robot mode. Again, with Hotshot. Transformations are so easy. We're just going to flip a do. We're just going to do that. Oh, we're just going to get that. There we go. I'm not even maybe I'll reattach the weapons. So we got to set him back. We got to take all of this off of him. So yeah, I gotta say, I'm not too happy with this guy. I actually think, like, the robot mode, definitely better than Hotshot's. Vehicle mode, I think I actually might have to say Hotshot's better. So that's how I have him displayed. Vehicle mode, robot mode. So there you have it. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment what you think of this guy. If you have this guy, let me know if you have the same issues as me, because I must say, mine's a little wonky. And stay tuned, because I might get some more cars. It all depends on next time I go to Target, because I am mainly looking for the new next gen, some of the OG Piston Cup racers, some of the Welcome to Radiator Springs exclusives. I don't plan on getting the new Piston Cup Race 11 pack, because there are some other 11 packs that I want to get, and they have all those cars. So, yeah, but until then, I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for my next video. I don't really have anything to review, so there might not be another video for a while. Maybe you'll get a music video, maybe I'll find one of my old toys and review them, but yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.